Hello and welcome to Battle for Hyrule 2. This is the semifinals of the Premier Bracket already. I'm John Tabin. Joining me on commentary is Red Octrock. How you doing, Red Octo?
Good, thanks. Excited for the race.
Yeah, this is an exciting one. Premier Bracket is the runners who didn't make it into the Championship Bracket for the 90% No-Up+A category, and these are this is not best of three. These are one and done. So exciting sudden death matchup here. Now, when we named it the Premier Bracket, they're starting off now. I assume they're both going 2 first. When we named it the Premier Bracket for Battle for Hyrule 1, we sort of had in mind that it would be a lot of new players. That's not necessarily the case here. First of all, Rick's going 3 first. Rick is a stalwart of the community. Been around for, I think, almost a decade, maybe more. He's on and off in vanilla, but very active in randomizer, both for Z1 and I think Link to the Past randomizer as well. And he runs the scheduling here at SpeedGaming. So basically, if you've enjoyed anything on this channel, you should thank Rick. But he decided to enter the tournament this time. Did not make the top 16. Y Colin was also this is also her second tournament. She is a Japanese runner. Who, so Rick gets the first bomb, which is what you need on, which is what you like to see on 3 first. Y Colin heading into 2.
Yeah, it's fun to see the 2 route versus 3 route in a race. You get a good glimpse of like both routes.
Reverse is a little faster, a little more dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Nice bomb luck for Rick on the Dark Nuts there. I think one of them was a force, but he also got a lucky bomb in there, so he won't have to stop to kill the other Dark Nuts to fill up his bombs. Y Colin, on the other hand, the Orange Gorillas in level 2 did not hook her up with bombs, which is not fatal. We get some free bombs toward the end of the level, but it does slow things down, like this Muldorm's fight, for example.
Oh, and a fairy instead of a bomb. But that's one you have to bomb, like, to begin with, to drop a bomb, right? It won't ever just stab bomb it.
Which? The
Muldorm.
Yeah, I mean, they can drop random fairies.
I mean, random bombs, or just...
No, random bombs, no.
Yeah, that's what
sorry, I was watching both screens. And
no, you're good.
Yeah. Okay, so Rick's out of 3 clean. He's got 8 bombs, which is what you want to see. And Y Colin out of level 2, also with 8 bombs, which is something has to go pretty wrong in level 2 for that not to happen. but it can't. But it's not unheard of. You got, no bomb drops and then trolled by Dodongo. It can happen.
You can always dip back into 2 and grab that free pack, or, leave if you just have to, I guess.
I think Y Colin's PB is 2 first red candle. I don't know if she's getting blue ring in races or not. We'll be able to tell by whether she goes to the Northeast and collects money at this point or not. Rick into the NSU. Y Colin not going to the Northeast, it doesn't look like, so I think she's doing red candle with the 330s. You can also do it with the 100, but there are a couple ways to route it. The advantage of doing the 30s, it's the money pressure's a little tighter, but it's fewer screen scrolls, so if you're not super confident in your overworld movement, it's sometimes preferable, even though if your screen scrolls are good, it's a little slower, but Or for a certain level, that doesn't matter that much. Alright, so Wycolin getting the white sword, that'll double her offense and does 2 hit points of damage instead of the one that the wood sword does. Rick's route will most likely skip that.
Yeah, 2 first is nice. You only do 1 dungeon, and then you get a much more powerful sword.
Yeah, I mean it's more in line with what the game's like. The game's expecting you to have white sword probably by 3 and certainly by 4. So the way we do it on the 3/4 route is pretty underpowered.
Yeah.
And so you'll see Rick does have beams going into this Gleeok fight, but it is 10 hits on the first head and then 6 on the second. And
It's just, yeah, the raft and the step ladder, they're so crucial for just, like, getting other hearts, going in other places of the level. Like, it's just so hard to route any other... And then if you go into, you know, go get them, it makes sense just to finish them when you're there.
Right, yeah, I mean, the inefficiency you just saw on Wycolin's route, she walked, like, a screen away from level 5. Now, you could go in and get the recorder, and people have done routes like that, but you can't finish the level because the end of the level ladder blocked. So going to 3 first and not getting to that part of Hyrule until you have the ladder is more efficient. But... And of course, you need the raft to get to the ladder. So no one's figured out a 4 first route just yet.
Yeah.
You can clip to the square outside of the level 4 entry screen, but you can't actually move from there. So there's no way to glitch past needing the raft.
Yeah, surprisingly, not that many glitches in the very first cart of Legend of Zelda, I should say.
Yeah, I mean, there's basically one big one, which is the grid is a little bugged, so you can clip past past blocks, and you can go over extra tiles with the ladder, and you can screen scroll, so you can save a little bit of walking on the overworld. But those are really all the same thing. It's all the same.
Yeah.
It's just taking it in, and you'll see Rick doing it right there. What he did was he did an input perpendicular to where he was going. In that case, he buffered it with a sword, so it didn't have to be 1 frame. Some of them do, like the right to left scrolls and the ladder clips have to be 1 frame. The left to right scrolls and the block clips you can buffer with a sword, so you have a 12 frame window to get that effective 1 frame input. Wycolin out of 1. Rick, not quite out of 1, but he has 3 and 4 done already. There's Wycolin only has 2.
And these paths reemerge at the magical sword, right?
Yeah. Unless someone's doing something really weird. Then.
Skip the sword. Who needs it? It's just really powerful. Ooh, doing some farming here? Oh, maybe not.
Yeah, Wycolin grabbing that 30 north of Star, that is actually one of the reasons the Northeast 100 route ends up being faster if your scrolls are fast, because you can just scroll across the start screen, whereas you have to walk that, block of the map in order to get that 30. So she needs 140 total for shopping. Some people shop early on this route after level 4, and she might get there. Depends on how the drops are. I'm not sure whether she does that or not.
Now, is White Sword strong enough to kill a Vire in 1 hit, or is that just Magical Sword?
No, that's just Magical Sword or Bomb.
Yeah.
It can get drops from Zols, which the Wood Sword can't. And also made that diagonal Zol key
yes,
a lot easier to do. And you can route the diagonal Zol in on 3 first, but you don't really see it in races very often. And you don't see it in PB attempts anymore either, because there's no way to We don't know how to carry a level 3 manip through that. But before the level 3 manip existed, the world record got that key.
Interesting.
There was a brief period when people realized, oh, you can get the diagonal Zelda key faster and skip the error key, and they went back to the error key when the level 3 manip came out, because they can get, 2-0x level 3s every time. Or low 2-1x, depending on which manip it is. Alright, so Rick is into 5. Oh, he's going 5-2-7. He's doing the old blue candle route. Cool. So, the thing about the thing about blue candle is there's a lot of resource pressure early on. Did he buy the candle? I didn't actually see.
He did. No, I was looking at Y Collins at the time.
Yeah, I know he hasn't. He definitely hasn't done 2 yet, right? So.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. Yes, he bought the blue candle. Okay, yeah. So he's doing the older route. The big advantage to this route is the mid-game bomb pressure is really nice because on red candle routes, including the one Colin's doing, you go from 5 to 7, so you have to leave 5 with bombs. On the 5 to 7 routes, that's not the case. You're going to level 2 next, and you can refill your bombs, so you can leave here with 0 and be fine. Now, unfortunately, Rick got hit there, and he's not going to get a force in this room, which is going to slow him down a lot. He went into what Cananophone deemed the penalty box to build up a count on those keys, but then he lost it, so this is going to slow down this room considerably. This is the highest variance room in the run, and it's going to... hopefully he doesn't die, because these blue darkness do 2 hearts of damage on Green Tunic. And they each have 8 hit points.
8 stabs.
Sure. Yeah, I'm not sure how many... The bombs do 4 hit points of damage, and I'm not sure which of them have been hit with bombs, if any. Ooh, don't get cornered.
Y Collins then 4.
They are allegedly in the health group, so he might get a drop.
When they learn the tricks of to know what frame to kill it on to get a heart drop, just guaranteed will be a fun day in the Zelda speedrun.
Someone asking in chat what's the purpose of level 3 manip. Well, if you look at world record level 1s and actually a lot of the more recent sub 30 runs, people can they enter level 3 on a specific frame rule and then stay frame perfect to get a bomb drop and a good dark net pattern every time. We've had 1 or 2 people hit that in races, but in a no reset, it's obviously not the norm. So
yeah, it just used to be a very heavy reset dungeon, and it's the first one, so it's just for consistency.
Yeah. Now at the top levels, it's just become they reset in 4 a lot. But
yeah,
but because it's still hard. But ooh, okay, that might have been intentional actually, because Rick was on half a heart. He needs to touch back, but he's in the easiest room to touch back on. Why Colin skipping the error key? Which you can do on 2 first, because you have some... because of the key in 3 that we were discussing earlier. But it will mean she'll need the key in level 9. That some people skip on this route. But it is... The key in 9 is theoretically faster than the error key, so if you can... If you practice that combat, it's a good decision. Alright, now Rick heading into the back half of 5. He has a Dig Dogger fight coming up.
Now, did you want to go into the death penalties for those who don't know the rules for this tournament?
Sure. For No-Up+A categories, if you die in a dungeon, you have to return to that room at some point before the end of the run. If you die in the overworld, you have to return to that screen immediately. Rick, because he was at low health, he death warped in a room he was gonna have to re-enter anyway. So he was within the rules there, and And Colin's passed the white sword, so overworld deaths are much less likely. That Lionel by the white sword is by far the most likely place for there to be an overworld death. And Colin is doing the early shopping route, so that'll allow her to whistle to 3 instead of 4 later on. Which saves a little bit of walking.
I feel like sometimes going to 6 could be a little rough if you get hit by a ghost like twice and then a Lionel just punches you in the face.
Yeah, we'll get there. But right now, Colin's gonna world wrap. And Rick, I think Rick misrouted a little bit, but we're both gonna world wrap actually. Rick's gonna get this 30 first because that's part of the blue candle route, or this 100, not rather.
I remember learning the blue candle route, but this was before I could actually do a world wrap, so I had just the weirdest route ever.
Yeah, the pre-world wrap blue candle route, they used to get 2 different heart containers and never go to the coast at all. But yeah, you can flip from West Hyrule to East Hyrule.
Ooh, that was a nice ladder clip.
Wycon gonna hand it into 5. She'll have she's probably gonna try and build up a count as well. Although with White Sword, if it goes wrong, it slows her down less because she can hit the Dark Nuts 4 times instead of 8 if she has to. So we're gonna get this 30. He needs 9 rupees out of level 2, and preferably a few more so he has some arrows to use in level 7. Notice Colin leaving that Gibdo pack for the way back because whereas Rick got it on the way in. That's a function of how the bomb pressure works on. And yeah, the blue candle in level 2 is really effective on. You can go this fast on red candle routes, but only if you keep beams. So the blue candle gives you some margin to get a lot more damage in, and you can see how it also makes the Moldorms a little bit easier like that.
And Rick gets his rupees that he needs now, so he can go do his shopping. Now you can see Colin, she's stabbing these, and they're only going to take 4 hits with the white sword, so it's a lot nicer.
Yeah.
And it looks like they have a white sword, so it's fair ground for the combat.
Yeah.
Yeah, blue candle, you only get 1 shot per room.
Yeah, so in vanilla speedruns, we know we don't know how the enemies are going to move, but we know what position they're going to start in, so there are strats for the blue candle combat. But few of us still remember. And Rick fixing his whistle there because of this route earlier, and he's on to 7. And Colin not too far behind. She's her route is about 65 seconds slower, but Rick might have lost that much time just in the almost that much time just in the Dark Nut room. So they're gonna converge at 7. Neither of them are on a recorder route. So Colin's whistling to 7 next, and he's already shopped. So once they're inside 7, that's when they converge. Oh, did she keybop a door? I wonder if she knows to clear one of these rooms. If not,
This one has a
you
key.
can go. Yeah.
Oh.
There are a couple of them that have keys, but if not, you can go right in level 6. Like the nice thing is, you will run out of keys. If you're missing a key in the speedrun, you'll run out entering level 6, and your only choice will be to go right into a room that has a key. So,
I don't even know if you need any in 7. It's mostly bombs.
No, you need a few keys in 7, but
Okay.
but usually we route it so you leave with a key in 7. So if she's on 0, then she'll just get the one in 6. Rick, pulling out the arrows in the river room. Gets his health back up with some friendly drops.
The arrows are nice because they're as strong as the Master Sword is. So get an early little 4 boost on these.
No, they're as strong as the white sword is, not the.
Oh, the white sword. Oh, I see in my head. I thought they were the Master Sword strong.
Now the silver arrows are as strong.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
Yeah, which doesn't come up in vanilla very much. Often comes up in rando. Rick has the blue candle, so you can skip this. Why Colin going left here is a backup to get bombs. These keys have a bomb pack she's going to pick up.
Rick getting bullied by the gorilla at the bomb entrance there.
Yeah. And why Colin has to pick up the red candle, but other than that, their routes have converged, so Rick is about as far ahead as he looks.
Clean room. I tend to get like too many hits in that room trying to get that bomb back.
Ooh, nice. Rick gets the Brodongo. That's quite a bit more likely with blue candle spawns because of where the Dodongos start on the route. And with occasionally on red candle, but not nearly as often.
Whoa. Rick getting pushed almost into a wall master. It's a long walk back. Seven used to be just really hard for me because of all the little hits you can get from just, everything. The bananas, the keys.
Yeah, I remember when I dropped blue ring, I was expecting the dark nuts and the whiz robes to be harder, obviously, but the how much harder 7 got with the how fast those boomerangs add up is a bit of a rude awakening.
Indeed. All right, time to get magical sword.
And you'll notice with the red candle spawns, these bubbles are quite a bit less friendly. They start on the edge of the room. Oh. Rick getting his magical sword at about 2342.
White Colin not too far behind.
And she does have a key, so I think she's fine. I don't know if chat was wrong or if she fixed it when I wasn't looking.
Level 6, another very heavy combat dungeon,
Yeah.
and a nasty one with all the whiz robes. This is definitely the gauntlet. We're gonna do 6, 8, and then just the final dungeon.
Nice magical breakfast room 1 for Rick. The key with whiz robes is if you once you know how to fight them by standing on half tiles and so forth, they're pretty fair. So I find this dungeon pretty fun.
Yeah, it's learning to fight them definitely takes some time, and then it's kind of fun. And then it's just reverse C with the bubble smacking you. You have to learn again. Ooh, gets full bombs leaving 6. Very nice.
White Colin just half a dungeon behind.
Definitely a lot more pressure when there's only just best of one.
Now, unfortunately, White Colin got bubbled right at the beginning of the room, so kind of had to go off strat, so she's being careful now to...
Yeah, in a room you can't, like...
Yeah. Rick had a good 6 and built up a bit of a lead, a bit more of a lead there. And now he's going into 8. 8 is 2 big blue dark nut combat rooms.
With some fairy luck, it's not the worst, but without fairy luck, it gets pretty brutal. You gotta be on your toes.
Man. It's also the place in this game where input lag matters the most. I think White Colin's on emulator. I'm not sure about Rick, but on most emulator setups, the dark nuts will turn faster than you can even see them. So
yeah. Rick's looks blurry, so it looks like probably I would say console.
Yeah, probably. Does he have
if it's emulator, it's a bad connection.
Yeah. Yeah, that like barbershop pole effect on the A and B slots is usually a sign of composite. By calling out of 6 as Rick heading into the final boss in 8. And Brenton telling us in chat, at the Triforce they were about a minute and 40 seconds apart.
Oh, getting that potion. Very good.
Yeah. I mean, when you're ahead this much, it makes sense to protect it and be safe.
Yeah, I was a little curious because Rick was doing like real good, so I don't know if they just feel confident.
I mean,
just go.
I mean, he did take a death in 5, so you know, it's not like he's playing flawlessly. So
no, but
can't hurt to be a little. And he is over a minute ahead, so why not use that minute or use a piece of that minute to get some extra safety.
almost kept beams.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not normal to leave this room with beams. It's level 8's one of the places where we often trade damage for time, but yeah, Triton's saying in chat exactly. Actually, it only takes one death to Ganon to make you think, well, maybe I should have a potion to raise.
And a dead Gleeok. Ooh, a little fairy.
I'm grabbing the heart container for safety.
Yeah, that's an extra half a Patra hit.
Or, you know, walking into a wizard or something like that. So,
we would never do that.
Rick unfortunately taking a hit on Patra, but at least he knows his count. He only has 3 bombs, so he will need to get a force.
Or just the luck there.
Colin also getting the potion. I mean, you could go for broke and skip it, but you're not comfortable in 9 without it. It's
oh yeah.
Yeah, it's runner's judgment, like. And I think doing 9 potionless is one of the last things you get to as you're progressing. I don't. All right. Ooh.
Ooh. That would be a
Rick,
good time to take a potion.
Rick, yeah, I was gonna say Rick is in a situation that will make his potion pay off.
Oh no! Oh, Rick, you're playing it. Oh, is that a fairy?
Yeah.
Oh.
He wants to wait until he's
Risky.
down 2.
That is.
Now we should say a red Wizard Beam does do 4 hearts of damage.
I was gonna say.
He could still die very quickly here, but let's hope he doesn't.
Ooh. Ooh, nice pattern so far. Oh. Who needs potions? Eh? Alright, now this reverse clip coming up sometimes gets a little scary. Very clean.
I'm playing it safe on Patra 1. Still gets damage, but okay.
Ooh. Taking some Wizard Bobs. Oh, fairy! Fairy's being very nice today for both players. Ooh. Rick is just making me nervous this whole dungeon. There we go.
Alright, that should calm your nerves a bit. Why Colin a little tight on bombs? Because she has 3 walls left. Unless she gets a drop, she doesn't have any bombs for combat, so probably will need that potion to.
Ooh. Beam's getting some double hits there.
Yeah, you don't get to see Patra 3 with beams that much anymore. Before the top runners started doing fast Patra in this category, you'd see him a little, basically just on lax stream, but it is nice to see the beam hitting the Patra on both ends. And get your GGs in chat for AdirondackRick.
GG. Man, White Collin's only a few screens behind.
Yeah. Finishing this out, 34-44. And we'll see how... White Collin doing the double clip nicely. And... picking up, her silver arrows at 34.59, so she's on about a 37-ish pace.
Ooh, take some beatings.
This Patrick giving both runners trouble. Hey Rick, GG.
Thank you.
We're just watching Y Colin wrap this up here. She is.
Yeah, I
good.
knew she was relatively close, but I had enough room to get that potion.
Yeah. Through the Wizard Rope Trap. Diamond Trap. In danger is. Oh.
Bombs you don't need. Oh no!
Try to be cautious there, which can sometimes be dangerous. But she's a. Question in chat, Rick. In your expert opinion, is Patra a jerk?
I need to re-establish myself with that Patra 2 skip, because this is now the second race in a row where I've blown the P2 skip. Just kind of hesitating, I think, and wound up losing the timing that I need for it. I will say, though, thank you, Patra 2, for dropping that fairy when I was about ready to use the potion.
Yeah, it's some viewers a little nervous.
Yeah, no, that was crazy.
but it's fun to watch. All right, Alan into Patra 3, and into Ganon. Oh, she must have done some backtracking that I missed because her spawns are all screwy. I actually noticed that in the Lex earlier, but the Ganon in the bottom right is ugly, but she gets through it.
Now just don't die to fire.
Yeah. I don't think that's gonna happen. I think she's going to finish with a 38-10. Somehow I was able to call that because the race room's ahead. Easy. Now, I don't know if Wycon's going to want to join us because her first language is Japanese, and I don't think she's super comfortable on audio in English, but...
We need a translator.
Yeah.
Nihongo ga wakarimasu ka?
Yeah. Oh, do you speak Japanese?
Not enough to actually... I could say hello and stuff, but...
Yeah. I mean, I can say hello. Alright, well, so Rick, you are into the Premier Bracket Finals. You'll be against either Billick or Mr. Dunlow.
I'm ready for the challenge. I just really hope my level 5 Dark Nuts treat me a little bit better.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always rough when you go into the penalty box to build up the count and then lose it. Feels...
Yeah. The problem with that was the fact that I only got the one Dark Nut with that first bomb, so it kind of just destroyed my thought process for the room, and I just lost control.
And Y Colin is in the booth with us. GG.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for racing, Rick.
No, GG's Colin.
GG, Rick.
that will do it for us tonight, I think. Thanks to Red Octrock for joining me on comms. Thanks to SpeedGaming for the restream, Trenton for handling stuff in the background, and GG AdirondackRick, and GGY Colin, thank you for playing.
Thank you. Thank you for all.
Thank you, and so I think we're gonna call it there. This is our last race tonight. We have some more races tomorrow over on Zelda speedruns, and some coming up next week back here on SpeedGaming in the evenings. So keep an eye out, and we will see you soon.
See ya.
See you.
Use again.